Republican pollster Frank Luntz recently conducted a focus group with a bunch of MAGA Republican voters, people who absolutely love and adore Donald Trump. And what Mr. Luntz found was actually quite remarkable. Because according to Luntz, these Republicans, these MAGA Republicans, are sick and tired of Donald Trump. But more importantly, and we'll get more to this in a moment, they also finally realized that he's actually a greedy SOB that is essentially taking money from other Republican candidates. So here's what happened. Luntz assembles his little MAGA focus group, asks them how they feel about Donald Trump. And here, this is from Raw Story. The small group of voters from mostly red states said words like narcissist, tired, unsettling, and mistake. There were still a few who viewed Trump with words like high hopes, fighter, and a leader. But then when he asked them, what word best describes Ron DeSantis, they had more positive things to say, calling him, quote, a leader, or saying that they were hopeful, fighter, visionary. So with Trump, they're like tired, unsettling, narcissist. With DeSantis, they're like hope, visionary, love. So Luntz concluded and said they're tired. They still appreciate him. They still think he was a great president. That hasn't changed. But they now look at him and see, why all the chaos? Why all this fussing and fighting? Isn't there a better way? He also said that they're, quote, angry at him for the candidates he supported and his lack of support for them when they needed it most. And that gets us, of course, to the most important part, where these MAGA voters realize that Donald Trump is a greedy bastard. See, it turns out that Luntz also told these people that Donald Trump, as some of them already knew, went out there and raised a lot of money for these people he endorsed. And he did that by sending out campaign emails because these candidates gave their email lists to Donald Trump. So he already benefits from getting an expansion of the email lists. So he sends out an email saying, hey, this is Donald Trump here. How you doing? How's your mother? I need some money for this wonderful, great candidate. Whether it's Dr. Oz or Mastriano or Herschel Walker or Blake Masters or Carrie Lake. We need money for this person. But then Luntz told the crowd, oh, by the way, Trump only gave those people maybe about 10% of what he raised and kept about 90% of it for himself. That, he says, is when the voters grew angry. He said they get angry. Then he said Trump voters are fed up with all of the Trump-focused hysteria and they want someone different, and they see Ron DeSantis at this point as being different. He also said that they're mad about the greed because they didn't know that part of the story. Most people don't realize that part of the story. They think, well, Donald Trump was out there raising money for all these people. I saw the emails. They're in my inbox. Did you read the fine print? That money is not going to these people. Most of it did not reach them. It went straight to Donald Trump because he gets the biggest cut of it of all because he's the one who sent out the emails to the list that they gave him. They compiled the list. They put it all together. Trump didn't do any of the work because God knows he didn't type out the email himself, probably didn't even dictate it to somebody. Somebody else created it. Trump approved it. And that was the extent of his involvement, but he got to pocket almost all of that cash. And that is what pissed these voters off, and rightfully so. Well, get ready, MAGA voters, because I'm about to shock you again. Same thing's happening right now in Georgia with Herschel Walker. Rick Scott's National Republican Senatorial Committee is raising money for Herschel Walker and only giving him 1% of what they raise. 98% of it goes back to the National Republican Senatorial Committee, the NRSC. They keep 98% of it. Rick Scott gets to keep 1% for his personal campaign, and poor little Herschel Walker only gets 1%. So this practice is not uncommon, especially with Republicans. But Donald Trump has it down to an art form. You want my support? You want my endorsement? Give me your email list. That's mine now. And those are worth a lot of money in political campaigns, folks. They are worth a ton of money. So he says, give me your email list. That's mine. I'm going to send out the email. I'm going to ask for money. People are going to send money because I'm asking for it for you. But I'm going to keep most of it. Like, I'll give you a little bit of it, maybe. But most of it comes right back to me. And the candidates are so desperate for his endorsement because they think it'll help them that they say yes. And, well, we saw how that played out during the midterms. So Trump made a ton of money. His supporters are now becoming aware of it. They're getting pissed off when they were already at the point where they were tired of him. And that's probably not going to sit too well with them when it comes time to vote in those 2024 Republican primaries. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.